It's with V Extreme Gaming. Right now, I'm gonna start doing some baking. So yeah, this will be the first time I'm actually streaming it. Not the first time I've done baking, but the first time I'm streaming it. So just give me a second because I have to load it up on Facebook so people can watch it up there as well. So I think that's enough lighting. So today I'm gonna make funfetti. Okay, it's one of my favorite cakes to make. Kind of make. I used to get it all the time when I was a little kid. I used to ask my mom if she could make it for me, but this time I'm gonna be making it for myself. So I'm not gonna be making it from like super scratch. You know, I gotta cheat a little bit. I'm not that good at baking. So obviously you take it, pour in a bowl like this, full package, right in there. All right. Really sure. Put this to the side. All right. Now what you have to do is you have to add the 3 ingredients, okay? So the way it works is, like, at least for me, the way I like to do it is that you need to put a cup of water. I think it's like a half a cup of water, something like that, and then 3 eggs. So what I like to do is I like to add each ingredient first. You put like the water, the oil, and the eggs in after. So let me make sure. Technically, to measure stuff, you have to put it on the table. So let me show you guys. Like no one's here, never baked before. So I don't know if you guys can see, but right there at the bottom, it has all the lines there. So I was told that if you want like really to make sure it's like precise, you want it to be like on a flat surface to see. So right now it's a little over a cup. It's still shaking a little bit, but it's a little over. So we can probably pour some out. You know, they say it's always good to take out. Have extra and you could take out, then not have enough. Nope, still gonna need a little bit more. So the video is gonna be done in 2 parts, obviously. So I'm not gonna have this thing on for an hour, however long it takes to bake. So right now, that's as close as it's gonna get. All right, so box out the way. Alrighty, so the way I like to pour everything, which I want to do with everything, like I just said, is I like to take it and I go around to coat the edges first and then make my way inside. Then what you could do, you don't have to do this, sometimes I like to do it, mix in a little bit. Just to get it through everything, you know, try to get it even as much as you can. And now let's do the oil. So the oil, it's going to be half a cup, which I mean, you can use any vegetable oil. I use from Aldi's, you know, because it's a little cheaper for me to use it, to get it. Alrighty. Same thing. Take it, go on the outside, until I go in. There we go. Mix it up a little bit. And the egg part is super easy. Take the eggs, crack one at a time. I usually just use this part. No need to crack anywhere else. Try to make sure there's no eggs, you know, shells in there, but a little crunch I don't think ever hurt anybody. At least not for me. Can get a little fancy if you want to try to do it with one hand, like that. But like I said, no need to be flashy. And then one more. I try to make it almost like when I crack the eggs and put them in, I try to put it like a triangle, like I said, because you try to, at least for me, I like to try to make it all even and fit in correctly. Which I'm lucky I already got I don't have the oven on. See, oven that you said about 350, 360, depending on what you want. Break up that yolk. And now, take it slow. I usually, you know, stir it up just to get it all in there. Now I could do this by hand for 2 minutes, but I don't feel I personally get it really even. So I like to spin it up, like I said. I mean, stir it up just to get it all in there. Try to get as much off as I can. Rinse it off because I'm going to use that for later. Alrighty. And now, the easiest part is using a these things. It's called the Toastmaster. I don't know why it's called the Toastmaster, even though it's an egg beater, but you know, that's fine. So you're supposed to do it at like a low speed for 2 minutes. So same thing like I do with all the stirring and everything. I just go around in a circle. Really easy. Sometimes I spin this around too, help me out. Scroll around. I mean, if I can bake, anybody can bake. That's how I look at it. And then I make my way in the middle. I'm actually surprised. Usually it gets clumpy sometimes, but right now it looks like it's doing okay. Sometimes it helps me out a little. Make a little more power. Sometimes I get a little impatient, you know. And then change it up and go the other way. You can tell it's starting to form up because now it's really sticking to the beater. I mean, I made this a couple of times, so I really don't need to use the directions, but I mean, if you don't know how to bake a cake or anything, you just push the box. And get up there. Sometimes I push a little hard just to make sure I hit the bottom, because sometimes I really push at the bottom sometimes when I use this, because a lot of the powder from the cake batter and everything, it sometimes it sits in the bottom, like it just gets mixed up. I don't like that. It should really get in there, and then I angle it so it gets on the top. Alrighty. And now this is the best part of the. Yeah, not bad. It's good. Alrighty. Okay. So, I'll show you guys, see? Oh, you can't see it like that. Let's do it like this, see? I think it's pretty good consistency. It's thick, that's how you want it. Okay. Alright, cool. So, super easy for me, at least. I mean, like I said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Now you get your tray. I already loaded up with the cupcake little paper things. This is where sometimes it gets a little complicated. So I have a tablespoon, okay, a little tablespoon thing here to help me out. So it's always hard to like figure out what the level is, because if you put it too much and overflows, it's gonna not do too well. So, but like me, I get a little impatient, so sometimes I just throw it in there and hope for the best. So right now I got 1 tablespoon. Usually I put about 2, maybe 2.5 in there. It just really depends on how big I want the cupcakes to come out. So this is the boring part, I guess. You know, stirring it and all that fun stuff. So yeah, 2 should be fine for now. I don't want to get too crazy. My son loves cupcakes. Sometimes he asks for them for breakfast, and I'm like, I guess. I mean, if you eat, I try to get him to eat healthy. You know, I make him eat like yogurt and oatmeal, cereal, cream of wheat, whatever, blueberries, grapes, raisins. So occasionally, you know, if he eats all that stuff and he wants a little extra treat, I let him have it. But he's a little over 2 now, so far for him, eating cupcakes means eating the frosting, and then Dada has to eat the whole cupcake. But I'm on a diet now, so. And when I mean diet, I just mean I'm trying to watch what I eat. I'm trying to eat really healthy, which is ironic because I'm making cupcakes, but, you know, I actually really enjoy cooking and baking as well. So I don't mind doing this. Obviously, I'm probably going to have a couple myself, but you know what? You can have a cheat week sometimes. Let's take a look at it. So I'm going down the line here. Fill it up, fill it up. There we go. See, I let it drip a little bit because you don't want that whole thing in there because then it's not even a whole. I got some on my finger. It's not even a whole, you know, it's a little over 2. So, again, it's not super duper, you know, professional baking accuracy, but I'm doing the best I can. I like to try to hold the cupcake paper as well, only because sometimes you push it, it pours. It pours too much to one side, and it goes in and it gets all indented, and then you have awkward shaped cupcakes. Which, I mean, any cupcake I guess is a good cupcake. It doesn't matter how awkward it is. You know, it's good and it's edible. Alrighty, I'm allowed to put my elbow on the counter because you know it's my house. But kids, don't put your elbows on the counter if you're eating. Okay, make sure you have your manners. Let's hope everyone having a good night. I'm probably not going to get too many views, but you know what? I keep trying and chucking along, and maybe, you know, one day I'll be out there making cooking videos or cooking shows or whatever on like Netflix and stuff. But right now, I mean, it's not too hard, I feel. I mean, literally I just have a camera on and I'm doing something I would normally have done with you guys not on here. That's a little bit much than I thought I was going to have. There we go. So this video is going to be done in 2 parts, obviously, because like I said, I'm not going to have 50 million people on here watching. I'm not going to have 50 million people. I'm not going to have everybody waiting on here while it bakes, because I'm not going to be here waiting for them to bake either. So what I'll do is I'll turn it off when they're in the oven, and then when they're getting close to being done, I'll probably put the video on so you can guys show, you know, I'll show you guys me checking them and all that fun stuff. I should have did that last one over there, but sometimes you gotta be a little unorthodox, you know. Maybe the next video what I'll do is I'll put it on Facebook, make it a little easier so people can watch it, and then I'll put that on YouTube. Oh, that one looks like it's gonna be a little bit much, but that's okay. You know what? Sometimes you can have, it's alright to have big old cupcakes. There you go, come on, come on. There we go. Getting it, we're getting it, see? Filling them up. I mean, I could do that thing where people, you know, wipe it on the side here, but then I just feel like it's just more mess for me to clean up. Well, I already made a mess over here. There we go. Alrighty. Like I said, this is the more boring part. You guys are watching me, you know, fill it up in the tin, but this is how you gotta do it. It takes time. Watch, I'll show you what it's like if you rush. And then these are the ones that are going to be overflowing. They're going to be really big when it comes to icing them. Which I'm going to let you guys know now. I am not the best icer person. Put frosting. Not icing, it's frosting. But you know what? Frosting is frosting. I mean, who cares? Maybe that's a big glob on there. Let's see how it works out. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's definitely going to be an overflower. Oh, way. One more. Make it easier for myself. I don't have to go a mile. There we go. 1 and 2. Alrighty. Oops. See what happened? I made a mess now. I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, double a mess, huh? Because I guess one came underneath, too. Awesome. That's when you got to whip out the paper towel, so let's make sure you have them around like I do. It looked like it touched that cupcake, but it didn't. Alrighty. Just waiting for that to fill up. Now the best part of making cake or anything is eating the batter. And they tell you you're not supposed to, but I mean, I eat it anyways. They're like, oh, the egg is raw, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, bodybuilders eat raw eggs all the time, you know? So I don't see why that's a problem. But it is. All right, one more. Good. That's really heavy. So I'm also doing a double combination for the cake. So I got Funfetti Pillsbury cake, and then I got Betty Crocker rainbow frosting. The only reason why I picked the rainbow frosting is that it's super sweet compared to the Pillsbury one. It's really super creamy. I mean, it's super good. You guys should try it. I definitely recommend it myself. So I was waiting for it. Alrighty. Well, I'm not gonna hold you guys up any longer. So what I'm gonna do is wait for the oven to finish heating up. Then I'm gonna put the cupcakes in there. It should take about 15-20 minutes. Once I'm ready to take them out, I'll put another video on. Actually, you know what? I'll wait till I frost them, only because you gotta wait for them to cool down and stuff like that. All right, till then, I'll see you guys later.